So it finally came out. The movie event of the year finally happened. Okay, the lighting in this room is kind of dog shit. I feel like it's a bit. I could just be delusional. Whatever, okay? Spider-Man No Way Home finally came out, okay? And I'm still in shock. I'm still in shock. I just got home straight from the theater, and yeah, man, it is like I still can't believe that what I just experienced. Like it was one thing sitting in the theater experiencing it, but now looking back at it retroactively, I mean, it's just like that didn't just happen. Okay. This review will contain spoilers because everyone's gonna see this movie anyway. So please don't watch this before you see the film. All right. And yeah, spoilers. I need to get all my agendas out of the way. Okay. I need to get all my agendas out of the way first. I'm sad, I'm disappointed that we didn't get a chance to see Miles at all. At all, dude. Like, bro, not even in the dude. I thought in the second post-credit scene we would see Miles, like, cause Jamie Foxx mentioned, I mean, why this should totally be a Black Spider-Man, you know? So I was just like, so that's like the shot. That's like the shot in basketball. I don't know basketball terminology. That was like the shot. And then had they just completed that idea in the second post-credit scene with something from even just it didn't even have to lead into a new film. It could have just been uh seeing Miles swinging in the distance or something. Just a hint of Miles, bro. That's all I wanted. But anyway, I mean, look, the co-host on the John Campia show mentioned that she would have she betted that we would see Miles like on a TV screen, like banging on it or something. That would have been cool. That would have been cool. But I feel like Sony Pictures, well, there was probably just too much red tape. I mean, look, they got two previous Spider-Men already. Okay, maybe they didn't want to cast him. If they weren't going to go the animated route, maybe they didn't want to deal with casting a guy just for like a 30-second scene without signing new contracts because they just got Tom Holland to sign for 3 more movies. Okay, I get it. But I wish we saw Miles. Just anything of Miles, not just a stupid throwaway line from Jamie Foxx. Anyways, okay, how do I feel about this movie? I feel like this movie was written by Reddit. I feel like this film was written by Reddit. Like, it felt very crowd pleasing. Like the scenes where they discussed, they were all shocked, deeply disturbed by Toby Spider-Man's natural webs. You know, like we all saw that scene coming. I feel like everyone wanted that to happen. I feel like everyone wanted Andrew to catch. I feel like they shouldn't have put that scene in the trailer, the scene of MJ falling, because I was just scrolling through the Reddit thread under where that particular trailer was posted, and people were like, "Well, wouldn't it be nice if Andrew caught MJ instead of if Peter couldn't?" Like, you know, a lot of this film was predictable. Like you saw it coming, you know, so that not the plot, not the sequence of events, but like some of the crowd pleasing moments. Like it was just like if you could imagine something you wanted to see the three of them doing when we finally got 3 Spider-Men together, we kind of got it. I feel like we didn't get scenes that. Anyways, no, you know what? I can't say that. I was about to say I feel like we weren't surprised by any of the interactions. What I was surprised by was the fact that the film openly continued plot lines from those other Spider-Man movies. I liked that. I didn't think, I just thought it was just gonna be a giant brawl, but like there was like the film was like consciously continuing plot lines from those other movies. So I thought that was really amazing, and that was surprising. So I enjoyed that a lot. Uh, I paused this thing to fart, and I just farted anyway. Just ignore that. I don't want to edit this stupid video. What else, man? How do I feel about this? I'm kind of unhappy that we got so much Doctor Strange in this film. I mean, obviously, his presence catalyzed a lot of the events, but I feel like Tom Holland's Spider-Man has not really carried a film by himself. You know, I mean, he got the most emotionally raw scenes, and there's one in particular that I just felt completely weirded out by, and that was the Unmade death scene. Like, I just felt like that just didn't belong in the film. Like, why did we get that? Why did she say, "With great power comes great responsibility"? And I think she actually worded it differently. I mean, I get that it was in order for Tom Spidey to connect to Toby and Andrew Spidey, but it was just, in the moment, the scene just felt like swallowing bitter water. It just felt strange. And now Peter is beefing, I mean, Peter is beefing with Norman Osborn. Like, it just felt weird. It just felt weird. Like, why is this that didn't feel right. And the scene where I did appreciate the scene where Norman Willem, you know who I'm talking about. I did appreciate where he said the meme. He said the thing. But they needed to come up with a better setup for that sentence, because it just felt like it didn't feel like it belonged. Like, there's a lot of stuff that, ironically, right, this is a movie about characters that don't belong where they are, but I feel like a lot of scenes and lines just didn't belong. Andrew Spidey absolutely made me tear up several times. It's crazy. Like, I didn't tear up at all for any of Tom Peter's stuff, but I teared up 2 times at Andrew Spidey's scenes. So yeah. And why the hell did Toby look like Eminem? Like, I just felt like he looked like Eminem. It was just weird. And why was the climactic scene at night? I hate that. I hate nighttime action sequences. Like, look, this is what was supposed to happen. What needed to happen? Okay, Doctor Strange's stupid spell needed to start falling apart much earlier, so at least we had this whole purple backdrop, so it lit up the scene better. Dude, I barely saw a damn thing, you know. I barely saw a damn thing. But I mean, look, we got a whole lot of nice stuff, like seeing the Spideys work as a team, and then all 3 of them jumping off. That was cool. And it felt like they were like his older brothers. Like, anyways, what other thoughts do I have? The whole Peter, everyone's gonna forget who Peter is. Look, I'm tired of this bullshit, man. Well, look, I need to say that better so I just don't come off sounding like a jerk. Like, why is it that Peter just can't that didn't make it. It wasn't satisfying. That the only way to solve everything was for everyone to forget Peter. That just felt like the movie makers were just shitting on Tom Peter. Like, and it wasn't even like a logical. It was like a magical, But I can't use that complaint because the whole fiasco. Okay, I'm gonna pause for real. Okay, that actually worked. I'm sorry, I ate a whole lot of shit. So, I just didn't like that. It felt so. I like it when. I like it when when like I don't know, when the stakes are not magical. But I can't say that because if without magic we wouldn't get this movie. But I just wasn't happy. I wasn't happy that the only way was for everything to be okay was for everyone to forget that Peter Parker ever existed. Like maybe I've seen that trope happen in like too many anime films, but that just was not satisfying to me whatsoever. That just felt stupid. That just felt so stupid. And the whole Venom thing. I'm just jumping from everything that I just came out. I didn't write a script for this. I just came out of the theater like half an hour ago. Okay. Venom. I mean, not. I guess I understand the fact that Tom Hardy's Johnny Blake, Eddie Brock, that his Eddie Brock. I get that his whole purpose is just to deliver a little bit of the symbiote and then just fuck off back to the strictly Sony only universe. But I was just disappointed, man. Like that just. I wanted him to actually meet Peter Parker. I wanted Venom, our Venom, because I know a new Venom is gonna now meet Tom Peter, but I wanted our Venom. I feel like I already have a rapport with our Eddie. Anyways, I'm so disappointed we didn't get any Miles. Like this was the movie. This was the movie to have Miles just swing in. Like I thought when Doctor Strange's universes were breaking down, I thought we were gonna get it. I thought Miles was just gonna swing in. Woohoo! Nada. So what do you think happened? What do you think happened? Do you think some visitors actually came through? Because I saw some shapes. I'm gonna have when the movie comes out. I'm gonna have to like freeze frame it and get proper screenshots because I saw some golden thing. I saw some silhouettes that came through, like literally came through and one of them was wearing like a helmet. I don't know. But anyways, whenever MJ, who pressed the button? Whenever Strange, released the spell to send everyone back home, I'm sure those new characters went back. But yeah, I wanted more from the post-credit scenes. I wanted less Doctor Strange. I didn't want him in the climax at all, but I mean, of course, he had to resolve things. Um, that whole 15 was it felt like it was 15 minutes. That whole lengthy ending with Peter going to see MJ where she works. Like, okay, I want to jump onto another point. Let me complete this first idea. And I must apologize for how frantic this sounds. I felt like that we dwelled on those scenes too long. Like the film went from having like fast-paced action, and then obviously everyone going back home, that was like a little slower paced. But then we were left with these like massively slow-paced sequences. That just I don't know. I don't think that I felt like we needed to match. They needed to be a more gradual slowing down than like boo 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 boo. Pacing is the word, guys. Okay, since everyone has forgotten Peter's identity, is Peter like dead to the world now? How does he have money? How does he have any assets to his name? Maybe he still has legal assets. Like, that's gonna bother me. That's gonna bother me. Films rarely ever have time to explain stuff like this, especially if when these massive changes happen towards the end of a film. And for that reason, do filmmakers do it on purpose to get us to argue about over these details in the run-up to the next film? Like, how the hell does Peter have a life? It's going to generate so much internet discussion, and then it's going to actually create scenes. It's going to, because they failed to answer this question within this film, it's going to generate they originally probably have a plan for how they're going to answer these questions in the next Spider-Man film. But now, since they failed to explain it, to give us adequate explanation to not generate internet discussion, the internet is going to discuss it, and it's going to color their eventual scene, which is going to be quite ironic. But anyways, what else do I have to say, man? I wish the climax didn't happen at night. I wish Doctor Strange wasn't there that much. And why the hell did we get a trailer as part of a post-credit sequence? I don't like watching trailers. But they literally gave us a trailer. Is this going to be a thing going forward? Is this what the MCU is going to do from now on? Literally start giving us... But I guess the film Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is at least 80% complete. So I guess that's why they decided to do this. But I hope this is not the new norm. I don't want to... It feels like a cheat, because they could just release the trailer normally as part of their... I feel like they chickened out of showing us Miles Morales, and they replaced it with something... They could have just had the scene of Doctor Strange talking to Wanda instead of showing us the goddamn trailer. I don't want to see a flippin' trailer. Just leave it until you're gonna know. Release it normally. Don't put a damn trailer. I feel like they ripped us off of content. Okay, let me go over the film in my mind once more, okay, and see what I like. I like that we saw Hannibal Buress, JB Smoove, and the other guy. I like that we got a little bit of them at the beginning. A bit disappointed that we didn't see alternate universe J. Jonah Jameson, and I know that's not going to make any sort of sense, but I wish we saw him. Just for a little bit. I wish Toby Peter saw J. Jonah Jameson and said, I wish we saw that. And it's probably like in a deleted scene. What else? I like that we got to see Ned's mom's house. That was cool. That was a funny scene. That was really cool. And I'm glad I saw this film with people. It's just so much more satisfying to see it in a cinema, dude. Like, I saw Avengers Endgame in a cinema and in Infinity War. Like, seeing the biggest Marvel movies, the event ones, where it's literally okay for people to shout out and clap right in the middle of a film and stuff, Like, you can't do that in Shang-Chi, and Eternals. Like, you can't do that. Those are not event films, I'm glad I saw this with a whole bunch of strangers. Would I say this is the film event of the year? Probably. We got Shang-Chi? Okay, look. Narratively, I'm not gonna say this was a mind-blowing narrative, like this was a Christopher Nolan. Look, John Watts literally. I'm not gonna say this was like a mind-blowing narrative. Although I'm really impressed that Peter literally tried to save the villains. Like where do you see a Spider-Man film or a superhero film where the hero tries to save the villains? Like, literally save them. Not just save them like at a climactic point of the film, but like the objective of the film is literally to save them because they might die. Like, I thought that was so cool. And it's crazy that it's taken me 19 minutes to get to that thought. Anyways, I'm not going to say it was an outstanding plot, despite that awesomeness that we've never seen before and we'll probably never see again. But I also will not say that the film was carried by the holy shit moments. I'll say it's somewhere in the middle. Like John Watts, honestly, he did a great job. Because any other director, not any, a incompetent director would have fumbled, would have gone too far with the holy shit moments. So I'm kind of glad. The Unmade death didn't really make sense, but I guess I'm glad that we had something like that. And the college stuff to ground the film. I'm glad the film was grounded. Okay, should I talk about the Sinister Six? Dude, we almost had a Sinister Six. If Eddie Brock Venom just joined them, we would have had a proper Sinister Six. Anyways, I really thought Jamie Foxx's Electro was hilarious, really funny. Thomas Hayden Church's Sandman, is that even his name? Poor man. I think it's his name. I don't know why I know that so well. Thomas Hayden Church's Sandman was a really deep character. I just find that his switch in the beginning, because he was totally on Peter's side in the beginning, and then he kind of became like not an anti-hero, but like a gray character, and then he became a villain at the end. Like, I don't like his arc in this film. I like Jamie Foxx. I like Doc Ock's arc. I like it. I like good Dr. Otto Octavius. I like him when he's good. I don't know why. You need to have him being bad in the past in order for his good side to make sense. I'm glad he was good. And he did give up. I hope this video doesn't just stop recording. I'm glad that Alfred Molina's delivery at certain points in this film was really cool. No one is still watching this video. It's already been flipping 20 minutes. Who else am I missing? Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe is Willem Dafoe. He didn't really surprise me. He just did what I expected him to do. He didn't surprise me as much as Alfred Molina or even Jamie Foxx, which is crazy, right? So yeah, he's probably my fourth favorite. So I like Jamie. No, I like Doc Ock the most. Then I thought Jamie Foxx had some nice zingers. I thought Sandman, and then Willem Dafoe. He just chewed the scenery, and he didn't. I don't know, man. There was something he needed to do that he didn't do. He was very expected. Was there only 4 villains in this film? Whoa, dude! Where was not the Falcon? The Vulture. Where was the Vulture? Are you telling me the Vulture's gonna be now a Morbius villain? I was expecting the Vulture to show up and maybe save Peter or something. Where was the Vulture, dude? Where was the Vulture, dude? Dude, we're not gonna get a proper Sinister Six. I need to stop this video. But otherwise, I think I got all my thoughts out. I think I vented enough. I think I've vented. I've healed now from. What would I rate the film out of 10? I can't rate it out of 10. I still have to go watch it all over again. One more thing that I really loved, the fact that in the Sanctum Sanctorum, that Doctor Strange and Peter were busy slipping a bunch of times. That's about it. That's all I can say. I really loved that. I thought that was a nice touch, that they were busy slipping from time to time. Is this the best Marvel film we've gotten this year? Is this better than Shang-Chi? Better?